absolutely sensational piece of fielding from Claire Koski at the back.
That's indoor cricket, here he is.
And there it is! He's entered the stats straight away!
Fraser McGurk cuts and he's away with a boundary. Nice start to his domestic 50-over career.
That's a great piece of fielding.
Got him! U18. One for the leg spinner.
Leg stump finds a gap. Can he hit the stumps? Oh, I reckon he was out, but that'll do.
Oh, that is an absolutely sensational piece of fielding from Claire Koski at the back.
That's indoor cricket, here he is.
And there it is! He's entered the stats straight away!
Fraser McGurk cuts and he's away with a boundary. Nice start to his domestic 50-over career.
That's a great piece of fielding.
Got him! U18. One for the leg spinner.
Leg stump finds a gap. Can he hit the stumps? Oh, I reckon he was out, but that'll do.
Oh, that is an absolutely sensational piece of fielding from Claire Koski at the back.
That's indoor cricket, here he is.
And there it is! He's entered the stats straight away!
Fraser McGurk cuts and he's away with a boundary. Nice start to his domestic 50-over career.
That's a great piece of fielding.
Got him! U18. One for the leg spinner.
Leg stump finds a gap. Can he hit the stumps? Oh, I reckon he was out, but that'll do.
Oh, that is an absolutely sensational piece of fielding from Claire Koski at the back.
That's indoor cricket, here he is.
And there it is! He's entered the stats straight away!
Fraser McGurk cuts and he's away with a boundary. Nice start to his domestic 50-over career.
That's a great piece of fielding.
Got him! U18. One for the leg spinner.
Leg stump finds a gap. Can he hit the stumps? Oh, I reckon he was out, but that'll do.
Oh, that is an absolutely sensational piece of fielding from Claire Koski at the back.
That's indoor cricket, here he is.
And there it is! He's entered the stats straight away!
Fraser McGurk cuts and he's away with a boundary. Nice start to his domestic 50-over career.
That's a great piece of fielding.
Got him! U18. One for the leg spinner.
Leg stump finds a gap. Can he hit the stumps? Oh, I reckon he was out, but that'll do.
Oh, that is an absolutely sensational piece of fielding from Claire Koski at the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to KC Stadium where the finals of the Junior Indoor Cricket National Championships continue. and Cameron Walter. And coming up now, it's the minor semi-final in the under-18 boys division between South Australia and Victoria. I'll take you through the two sides taking the court today. For South Australia, the captain, Luke Szabo, Ben DeCono, Kyle Butler, Jamison Payne, Noah Latimer, Owen Maney, Veer Mera, and Kyle Caddick. For Victoria, the captain, Pratham Raj, Zach Gretsch, Josh Smith, Alex Russell, Thiva Salwathara, Donal Gamage, Nick Tyndall, and Cooper Sticht. The umpire is Stephen Young. And as I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the minor semi-final. It's sudden death indoor cricket, exciting stuff. And if we take a look at the tournament so far for these two sides, Victoria finishing third with 6 wins, South Australia fourth with 5 wins. And when it comes head-to-head, well, the first game saw Victoria convincingly victorious 94-60. The second time, though, South Australia squared the ledger 120-84. So it's anyone's games, folks. Anyone's game, that is, and we can expect a tight contest today. And as I said, sudden death indoor cricket. The major semi-final between the top two sides, WA and New South Wales, that's taking place on Court 3 right now. You can catch that live stream on the Cricket Australia indoor YouTube channel. So do feel free to check that one out. We'll otherwise keep you up to date with the scores from that match throughout this one. Looking forward to a tight clash here. Sudden death indoor cricket. I'm joined on commentary now by Victorian men's captain Justin Perkins. Juddy, what is it? Yes, just gone afternoon. So good afternoon to you.
Good day.
Good to have you with us. Obviously need to declare your bias. You are the Victorian men's captain, so I won't blame you for cheering for Victoria throughout this game.
I think it might be barracking, not commentating.
All good. Thiva Salwathara and Zach Gretsch are on the court for Victoria, and Kyle Butler gets us underway. Starts with the leg side. How easy is that to start your innings?
That is nice. Pressure off straight away. So good pair here for Vicks. Zach's very experienced, played a lot of junior Aussie stuff. So hopefully we can get off to a good start for the Vicks, that is. Sorry to the SA viewers. I've done a little bit of coaching with this group as well, so we'll be fairly biased.
Nothing wrong with that. I'll try and keep up the South Australian end of the deal for the South Australian viewers at home. But being as involved with the Victorian side as you have been, and obviously being from Victoria, you must know a little bit about this side. Who are the players to watch?
Yeah, Zach on now. Really, really good bat. Pratham Ray as well is the captain. He's quite a good player as well. So they're pretty balanced. I think Jeff, the coach, had a lot of trouble picking this final 8 for the day.
It's a good problem to have as a coach.
Yes, yeah.
We find ourselves on third ball, folks. After 2 dots, the score has to change. It's outside off stump, and good feet there from Gretsch, who puts it away for 2. The first runs off his bat. Brings Salwadara onto strike to face his first delivery of the minor semi-final. Drives it into the back court for 4. It was flat, but it was in the gap, Juddy. How about that?
Hit that very hard, hasn't he?
First shot of the game.
Yeah, that's the way to get off the mark. He's not played a lot of indoor cricket, this bloke, but very talented outdoor player, which you probably tell with that kind of shot.
Last ball of the first over. And a more traditional indoor cricket shot there from Gretsch. Grabs 2 to finish, and a good start there for Victoria. 10 runs from it. And have a look at the stats. Your man, you've mentioned him a couple of times, Zach Gretsch, is 148 off his own stick. He leads the run scoring for Victoria.
21 a game, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, handy runs, absolute handy runs. And his partner, well, he's got 110 as well. So between them, this pair's averaging 36. Not a bad opening pair to send out in a sudden death final.
Well, if they can get 36, I think Jiff would put that in the back pocket and take him straight off the court. Yeah, as I said, sudden death cricket, they'll take that straight away.
Ben DeCono will bowl the second over for South Australia. Gretsch is on strike. Starts with a wide. Second over in a row where they've started with one of those. Simple way to ease your way into an innings if you get those freebies.
Shot.
That is a weapon of an indoor cricket shot. Down up 3. Looked like he had plenty of time, Juddy, in a position.
He's all over that, Zachy boy. Very good shot.
Defensive shot. You don't see a lot of that in indoor cricket, but when you've had some positive stroke play already, you can get away with the odd block. You just get a look at what the bowler's doing. Oh, just through the hands of the fielder there. I thought for a moment there was going to be an opportunity at the keeper's end, but they grab a single. Two balls remain. It's another solid shot. There was an opportunity at the top, you would think, but Butler chose not to let it go. What do you think? Chance?
Oh, definitely worth a throw. Zach's not the quickest between the wickets either, so I'd always be having a dip at his end.
Two men on the legs of Salwuthera. Tucks it behind one of them and
got away with it.
They absolutely did. It was probably an early call from Gretsch, I think, but slow to react with his partner. A dot ball in the end.
Still a pretty good start so far though. 17 off 2. It's interesting to see what South Australia do here. They probably need to take a wicket.
Yeah, you just see there, even though Salwuthera looked straight ahead, he didn't look at his partner, so he kept running and was the beneficiary of a little misfield there from South Australia in the backward square leg. Kyle Caddick to bowl the third over, as you say. Juddy Vic in a reasonable position here. 17 from their 2 overs so far. They'll be very happy with his start. Here's Caddick. Great shot, but there was an opportunity there for the South Australian front court. Direct hit would have been fascinating viewing.
It looks like Kyle here gets him through all right as well, so they're looking to take a wicket, I think.
Full, gently moving away, and Salwuthera just in position so early and smashes it for a down up 2. One caught some of that wide line. You can see they're just under the feet of Gretsch. That's the leg side line. Anything on or outside of that? Extras. And just back position. Guided that into the net for 2. Didn't try to overhit it either, Juddy.
Great shot that. Looks like the extra pace is suiting these two bats as well, so change of angle, see what happens.
Driven. It's a fumble, but it'll just be a dot. Salwuthera doesn't mind having a crack at it, does he?
He hits him hard. Hits the ball very hard.
Well, that has the impact of just putting that front court on the back foot too. One to come. Tucks that behind square. It'll be a single to finish the over. Another good one for Victoria. 9 runs from it, and they move now to 26. And looking good for this opening partnership here in the minor semi-final. Big over needed for South Australia to really peg this pair back. What sort of a total do you think Victoria will be comfortable with? What are they pushing for?
Oh, I think anything over 100 in finals is always good. You see both games that these two have played, 100 was the score they both got, and they've both been able to win. So Yeah, if this pair can get 8 off, 34, bank that, and look to get that triple figures up there and put some pressure on the South Australia bats.
Noah Latimer has the ball in hand for South Australia. .26 on the board.
Ooh.
He snuck that one in there.
Left arm away by the looks. Something a bit different.
Driven straight back, and Gretsch goes back into his crease. It'll be third ball, a big moment in this opening partnership. Again, when we have 2 dots, the next ball is third ball, and the score has to change on that delivery. A run, an extra or a wicket, and here we are now, a big moment in the first pair. It's Latimer to Salwudra. At pace, that ball. He pushed that one through.
That was out.
Needed a direct hit, Juddy.
Yeah, that was out. Definitely out if that hit, I think.
Here
Well
it is on
bowled.
the
It's been a
replay.
really good over so far.
Yeah, well out with a direct hit there. He would have been half a metre out of his ground. I agree, it's been a solid over. This is exactly what South Australia wanted. Really desperate to grab a wicket, though.
Oh, shot, Zachy.
And off hands into the onside net in the back court for 3. Handy runs.
Done well to get a hand on that, the 3-liner. That was flying through for 4 or 5, I think.
Yeah, it's tempting to say, oh, he's misfielded that, but he has saved
a
runs.
couple,
yeah. Driven straight. It's misfielded, but that was a good recovery there from DeCono. I thought for sure he'd spilled that into the net, but he didn't panic. Kept it to 1.
It's been a very good over, but it's off.
5 so
5
far.
off, yeah. Nice ball.
Oh, that's almost the first chink in Gretsch's armour we've seen, but damage already done. 21 runs off his stick, 10 to Salwudra, 31 for the partnership. Batting first in a sudden death semi-final. That's a great start for Victoria. If you just joined us, as I say, it's the minor semi-final between Victoria and South Australia. We're live to you from Casey Stadium here in Victoria for the Junior Indoor Cricket National Championships. I'm Cameron Walter alongside Justin Perkins, the Victorian men's captain. How do you rate that start from Victoria?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that. I think Zach could be disappointed they didn't get 35, but it definitely banked that in a final.
And the Vic skipper, Prathan Raj, and Alex Russell are now at the crease for Victoria. Owen Maney has the ball for South Australia. And we're back underway.
Shot Prath. He's a really good bat, Prath.
Well, he would have loved that. See a little fist pump off his first ball. He's in the game already. Not good feet there from Russell.
Alex Russell's outdoor bowler. So I think if South Australia can look for a weakness here, they might be able to find a couple of little wickets.
And there it is. The ball through at pace, moving away from Russell and takes, middle and leg stump. The first wicket falls, and an impressive one at that. Take a look on the replay. Maney's pushing this through at pace. Oh, I thought it was moving away. That's, if anything, cut back in, and great delivery.
Yeah, really good ball that, and that's the start they needed after a good strong pair from Victoria opening up. Pressure's right on these two now.
It's a good recovery from Russell. I take your point, Juddy. Russell, an outdoor bowler. Indoor cricket is such a great leveller, isn't it? You've got to do everything. You've got to be able to do everything well.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of these boys we've been locked down here for a couple of years, so they haven't played. This is Russell's first tournament, and he's only been introduced to the game this year, so it's a big learning curve for him.
I think that's an important point as well. With been 3 years between tournaments, lockdowns in between. Ordinarily, it's, maybe someone like Russell will have played 3 carnivals by now. Coming through the 16s and even the 14s. So we do see a lot of debutants even at the senior age group at this tournament, as the Vic skipper helps himself to another 2 to finish the over, but the 1 wicket from it means they haven't troubled the scorers yet, this pair. No runs from the over. Impressive bowling from Maney.
That was a really good over.
Jamison Payne is going to bowl the 6th over for South Australia. Tucked around the corner there by the Victorian captain, another 2 to his tally. He looks pretty unflappable.
Yeah, he's a very good bat, Prath. He's all round good player, Prath. He's been through the system. He's played 13s and 15s last tournament 3 years ago. He played 15s as a bottom age player and made the Aussie side, so he's a very good player.
Shot there from Russell for 2. It's the other thing, we would have missed a Junior World Cup in that 3-year gap too. So
yeah, sorry, he didn't. Yeah, All-Star.
Sure, yeah, but there would have been a Junior World Cup in that 3-year period.
Postponed, yes.
And so, a lot of these players have aged out. They won't have had the opportunity, which is a shame. Payne bowling a wide off that delivery. Right, into the fielder, a little bit of a yes-no. They get there in the end for a single. Two balls remain. Watchfully played, dot ball. It's been a good fight back from South Australia. Really pegged this pair back. Full and beaten. Playing across the line. Very fortunate there was Russell. He didn't lose his wicket. Check this out. Oh.
One stump. Third ball chance now.
Yep. So 7 runs from the over, but finished with 2 dots, so creates an opportunity now for the first ball of the 7th. And that'll be bowled by the South Australian captain, Luke Sabo.
Big play come up here. Wicket here takes Vic's back to 2.5 overs in, or take 2 or 3 off there on 10. So in the scheme of things, it's big. Oh. Umpire. That looks pretty tight to me.
Yeah, look, fair for mine, just naked eye. He's got a better view of it than we do. But we'll take a look at the replay. That's fair. That's fair delivery.
The Vics have got away with that.
They absolutely have. So for the viewers at home, the fact that the umpire called that a wide, it meant that the batters didn't have to run. Now the fact that Prath and Rage had left that alone, it says to me, if he'd called it fair as it should have been, it would have been out
straight away because the non-striker had been
turned around and went back. Yep.
It was tight.
And we do have the advantage of a slow motion replay.
That's nice. It's good to see this when we're playing.
Well, when you're playing, I do get to see it.
Yeah.
I think one of the things Not that we'd ever sort of introduce it for wides and things like that, but I see some merit in us bringing back the third umpire for runouts.
Yeah, I think the only issue with it is the time constraint. It does take a long time.
Sure does.
I've played a World Cup 2014 when they had it, and the game was going 2-hour slot when the third umpire was on, going at almost 2.5. So
is that Wellington?
Yeah, they had
remember.
the third umpires there.
Yep,
so
the big screen. It was good setup.
It was good, but it does take a lot of time out of the game. The umpires are normally pretty good now as well.
That's
right.
right.
They get a bashing, but they're normally pretty good.
Zabo's last delivery.
Oh, it's been a good over again.
It has been, yep. Still 8 runs from it for Victoria. This pair back on track with 15. I agree with you, Juddy. I think the umpiring, particularly those tight runouts, to diving, at the men's and women's level, they actually have been pretty well on song. It's been rare that we've sort of looked at a replay here, even in previous years, and gone, oh, well, they've got that wrong. They're actually getting them right most of the time. Significant majority.
They're pretty good, the guys up there. It's a long week as well for them. They're going to miss a couple here and there.
Well, the junior umpires for this tournament, the ranks have been thinned by a couple of COVID cases, so they've been umpiring a lot more than they otherwise would, so a fantastic effort. I believe Jess O'Reilly from Cricket Australia even got up on the stand and umpired a couple of games, so everyone pitching in.
I think she was too happy about that.
Ben DeCono will bowl the 8th over of the innings, 46 on the board. It's behind the legs, they get through for a single.
Important over this one. 16, you can turn into 25 or keep him down to 15 with a wicket or two.
Yeah, just great position. You can see on your view on the screen there how he just moved his whole body into position to play that ball. Take a look at the replay. Whole body moved across, got up and above it, and a down up 2 off his legs, if you don't mind. Well, I think they've got another gift there, Victoria. Called wide by the umpire. For mine, that one was in.
That one seemed well in.
Late movement, though. Might have just caught some of the chalk, as they say, but it's the wide and the run and the extra delivery. Change up, get through for 2. Here's a look at that ball.
I don't think we want to see this.
Oh, it's tight. I still think it's fair, but, in defence of the umpire, late movement there.
He's consistent there. As long as it goes
true.
The same when the SA boys are batting, it should be all good.
100%. It's a game of millimetres, indoor cricket. And another 2 runs to the total, 56 on the board. It's been a good recovery for this pair after that first over. 2 balls remain. Straight to the fielder, a chance at the top. Needed a hit or clean hands. I think it hit him in the foot, didn't it, Juddy?
No, they hit him straight in the knee.
Right.
It was a pretty good throw as well.
Yeah. Well, they get away with another one, Victoria. It's at least 2 in this pair. Driven, it's flat, followed into the net, bounced out of reach of the 3-line fielder. 2 runs to finish and 29.
It's a great fight back there by Prath and Alex.
27 for the pair. Absolutely great fight back. All of those runs coming from the last 3 overs. Yeah, you can see there on the replay that would have been well out. And South Australia miss a golden opportunity for a wicket. And Josh Smith and Danal Gamage now at the crease for Victoria. And it'll be Veer Mehra to bowl the 9th over.
Josh has come off playing 21s last week. So I would expect, I think he's on the stats looking pretty good as well. And Danoa's another one of those boys who's just been introduced to the game this year, so see how they go.
Here's Mera. While this over unfolds, we might have a sticky beak at the major semi-final. 40 runs for the opening pair for New South Wales, but then 2 from the next. So that game's proving to be a bit of a roller coaster. New South Wales on 43 with 2 overs to come in the third pair.
They haven't dropped a game yet, New South, so that's looking like a bit of a boil over.
And leg side here on this court. Again, you can see that major semi-final on the Cricket Australia Indoor YouTube channel. Live stream of that game through Frogbox. Another dot. We've had a dot, a wide, and a dot.
Another dot.
It'll be third ball now. You say Josh Smith played the 22s as well. Gee, that's a long fortnight.
Yeah, him and Zach actually in this side both played that.
Right.
They'll be pretty tired boys.
Yeah. Third ball now. I thought that was going to get away from him then, Smith, but he got some bat on it. Gets through for a safe single. Final ball of the over.
It's a great over that. That's as good as taking a wicket, that over.
Yeah, not wrong. I mean, four dots in that over. Just erred with that wide. Otherwise, you'd almost call that flawless. So
that's it. Some guys think they get frustrated, bowl an over like that. But if you get hit for 8 and take a wicket, it's the same as that. So it makes no difference if you take the wicket or not.
And as you can see there, live coverage of the major semi-final between New South Wales and WA. Again, that's available on the Cricket Australia Indoor YouTube channel. The winner of that will advance to the final. The loser will take on the winner of this game, which is sudden death indoor cricket. As good as it gets, live from Casey Stadium. Owen Maney bowled a brilliant first over.
Have we seen all the bowlers? I don't have a spinner. Or they got one saved up their sleeve here somewhere?
I'll have to check the umpire.
Oh.
Maney again. Jeez.
Oh, he's bowling well, this boy. His first over was really good as well. That hasn't missed by much. Oh. Another third ball play. They're going to have to start converting some of these chances, South Australia.
Imagine how Smith feels facing third ball after that ball. And it's full. Made it easy for him in the end. Just a single.
We might have a spinner coming.
I think we have seen all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. A lot of these teams have got 2 or 3 spinners.
Driven. Couldn't quite get rid of that one clean Maney, but it is a dot. Sprays another one down the leg side. They're just little pressure relievers, those are. Bowled a good over so far. Takes a bit of that pressure off with a wide. Still only 3 runs from it, with 2 to come.
Oh, it stopped swinging. He's swinging it a long way when it's going. That's why he's got to start it so far down leg.
Beaten. When he's on the mark, he's tough to play. Owen Maney, 2 good overs from him. He finishes with figures of 1 for 5. Great bowling.
Really good. They're bowling well, the SA boys. Just probably missed maybe 2 chances. Again, 8 off 2 overs. It's as good as taking a wicket or 2. They haven't let this pair get away. If they can get a wicket here, right back down to 3 or 5 after 3 overs, they'd be really happy with that.
And what do you make of this move? We're getting Mera again, his second over to this pair. He only went for 3 off the first. A brilliant first over. You don't see one bowler of the same pair twice often.
Doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
They obviously thought that it worked well the first time, so they've doubled down on it.
Starts with a wide. And immediately makes a decision to change the angle of his attack.
Gives the batsman a bit of a... They know what's coming now, though, so it's interesting to see how they come back against it.
And it gives him some room outside off, particularly with 2 men on the onside in that front court field, so 2 runs. Fallen wide, left alone, fair delivery.
Oh, well bowled. That went the other way.
Yeah. Oh, and they steal one here. It's sloppy fielding from South Australia.
It's given up the third ball opportunity that he's worked hard to get.
A good match awareness from Victoria. They saw that South Australia hadn't secured that ball and they steal a single and relieve that pressure at the third ball situation. 2 to come.
Killer that.
Oh, yeah. Followed up with a 2. There's a chance at the top end, needed a hit though. Get another 2 to finish, so a good over by contrast to the first over from Mera, where they got 3. They took 9 from that over, and this pair's on track now for something around the late high 20s and maybe 30, Juddy.
Yeah, they've fought well here, these 2 boys. 1 more over to go, so looks like the captain maybe. No.
It'll be Butler.
South Australia probably going to have to bowl one of their stronger bowlers here and try and take some momentum into that last pair.
You've played a couple of games of indoor cricket in your time, Juddy. How important's momentum?
Yeah, huge. This over, so if it's another good over, you go into that last pair, scratching your head.
Oh, leading edge, and they've taken it. Great catch in the end. I thought that was going to fall short. And you see them signal to the crowd there. They want them pumped. It's on Victoria's home ground, but a strong South Australia contingent in the stands. What a huge wicket that is. Take a look on the replay. Found that leading edge, and this is a well-judged catch here.
That's really good. That's what they needed, and that's all of a sudden put the pressure right on the last pair now.
Jamison Payne it is on the 3 line, who took that well-judged catch. Here's Butler again. It's off the legs. Get through for a single.
So all of a sudden Victoria probably looking at 110. Now probably looking at 100. So little moments in the game, overs, big overs, can make a big difference.
Oh, how did that miss? Great delivery, Butler, bowling a great over here. At a really important part of the game. Sudden death cricket. You need your players to stand up. Butler's doing it now. The field's doing it now. Can Victoria respond? Jam one out. Get through for a single. It's important these 2 don't panic, Juddy. A couple of balls to go. They don't want to lose another wicket.
I play a lot of cricket with Jeff, their coach. He'd be happy with 2 dot balls here, I think. They can get a few extra runs, bonus, but not to lose another wicket going into the last pair would be the key.
Dot. It'll be Jeff Latham.
Yeah, Jeff
good to see him
coach,
coaching the 18 side. And 1 to come. Oh, leg side, gee. It's been a great over right up until there. Still -1 off it. I tell you what, I might have thought twice about having this ball again.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Oh, driven. Oh, it'll be a dot to finish. Just a little over pitched, I think, but
Really
great
good
over
fight
it was.
back there by South Australia.
absolutely, they've pegged that third pair back to 16 runs. It was a good fight, that whole 4-over period. It's just tight tussle indoor cricket. 74 runs on the board with 4 overs to come in this innings. It's the minors semi-final at the under-18 boys division here at the Junior Indoor Cricket National Championships. If you're just joining us, Cameron Walter alongside Justin Perkins coming to you live from Casey Stadium. You see the stands starting to fill up, and Nick Tyndall and Cooper Sticht are out on the court for Victoria. 74 runs on the board. Still well placed to get to those 3 figures, which they will be desperate to do. And Kyle Caddick will be the bowler for South Australia, the left-handed Cooper Sticht on strike. We're back underway. It's one behind backward point. He's a big lad, this Sticht.
He's a big boy. He's been about that tall since under 13, so I kept asking for his ID when he first started playing. Couple of Croydon boys here, so even more biased.
Yes.
Nick's just started again this year. It's his first year of indoor cricket. And Cooper's been through the system since under 13s.
And hasn't grown in height.
Oh, I think he's still growing. I think he's 6'5" now, so not sure if the cameras show that, but he is a big boy.
Does he send them?
He's a good bat.
Yep.
I think he whacks him in outdoor a long way.
120 runs to his name at 17.14 so far through the tournament. Nick Tyndall 109 at 15.57. So between them, it's a 30-run pair. They'll want to post that today. That'll get them to 100 plus. Driven,
Shot.
and it's through the gap. And 4 runs, huge runs early in this final pair. You'll see here on the replay, just to the left and just low. I think Butler unsighted through the non-striker.
Oh.
Great follow-up. One to come now. Just through the gap. There's been a couple of flat shots there from Sticht. There's probably an opportunity there for South Australia if they can get the ball to hand. But on this occasion, 2 runs to the total and a 10-run first over for the final partnership. That's exactly what the Victorians would have wanted. They sit on 84 with 3 overs to go, and lovely total building here, Justin.
Yeah, I still think that 100-run mark's the mark. They'll be very keen to get there. I think South Australia will be happy with anything under 100 now. 3 overs to go.
Interesting cricket in the major semi-final. New South Wales are on 70 with 3 balls left in their innings, batting first against Western Australia. We'll keep an eye on that game with interest. Luke Sabo, the bowler now for South Australia. We're back underway. Cutter. Safe single. Luke, of course, the South Australian skipper. Sprays that one down leg side. It's interesting. The South Australian side, in contrast with a lot of other teams in this division, as you see an easy 2 there, haven't taken that many wickets.
It looks like they're scoring a lot of runs, though, doesn't
That's
it?
right, yeah. So they're not necessarily one of those sides that'll blast the team away with wickets, but they have been bowling tight, doing well so far in this tight contest. It's been a good counter-attack here from Victoria. Watchfully played. Oh, spilled it Nearly an extra run there, but you can
Nearly
see.
run out.
You can see that Victoria are always watching. They'll take an extra if it's available to them, but maybe they'll put themselves on the barbecue too. Final ball of the over. Backward point for a single. Tyndall not happy with it. He wanted to find the 2 net. But 18 runs on the board for this pair. Looking good, Juddy.
Yeah, flying. Really good start from these two. All of a sudden, 110 might be back on the table.
Yeah, if they keep batting like this, I think you're right. 2 big overs coming up. The difference between 100 and 110 chasing in a sudden death final might not seem like much, folks, but it sure is.
And it takes a few early wickets and you're right on the pump chasing a score like that.
Jamison Payne, he's going to bowl his second over. He is the leading wicket taker for South Australia. Starts a little over pitched.
And mix up.
Yeah, missed opportunity there too. He just snatched at the ball there in the front court and they failed to take advantage of that mix-up. And instead it's 2 runs. Yeah, Payne, 10 wickets to his name so far, an economy rate. Well, still goes for 8 and over. Again, over pitching. Well played for 2. Oh, I would have appealed for that. Wouldn't have been out. Still worth a shout. We've seen him get away with another stolen run here. It's a little bit untidy, South Australia.
Yeah, there's a couple of little misses. But they bowled really well.
A big fist pump on the sideline there from the coach, Jeff Latham. Likes what he's seeing, Juddy.
He's telling you 100, he'd be getting excited. That would have been the target at the start of the innings.
Beaten. It's a good response from Payne. He's got 1 ball left. What can he do for South Australia? Short at the body. Sort of a little down-up pull shot for 2. And it's another good over for Victoria. 9 runs from it. And, well, with that 2, they move to 101 with 6 balls remaining. Strong position, batting first in a sudden death semi-final.
First 3 balls are big here because if the Vics can get 5 or 6 off, it's almost shut the roller door and lock it up.
It's Noah Latimer. Up, oh, dropped. And a miss, well, again, just untidy. They really need those ones to stick. They're tough fielding in the front court there, but hit straight to him.
Straight in the chest. Yeah, they either stick in the arms or they don't, those ones.
Yeah. Just got to smother it. It's a flat shot, but in the gap. Easy 2. Another single. Scoreboard ticks over. 104 on the board. There's another fielder onto the legs of Nick Tyndall. And bowls in at those legs. Tyndall just pushes it between the two fielders for another 2, if you don't mind. So off the legs, it'll be a single with 1 to come. Victoria have moved to 107. Driven, and they'll be happy with that. They'll bank 107 runs, will Victoria. They've batted well, batting first in this, the sudden death minor semi-final here in the under-18 boys division at the Junior Indoor Cricket National Championships. If you've just joined us, we're live from Casey Stadium. I'm Cameron Walter alongside Justin Perkins. How do you think the Vics will be feeling putting 107 on the board batting first, mate?
I think they'll be happy with that. I think 100 would have been the target at the start. I spoke to Jeff Latham, the coach, before the game. And yeah, that was after that third pair as well. It was a really good fight back to the last pair as well, just to swing the momentum back to the Vics way.
And if you're South Australia, how do you go about constructing this run chase? 107, lots of pressure on. You basically need pairs to score 27.
Yeah, the first pair, if they can get 30, it's a bonus. Whenever I've coached junior sides, what I'd be telling them is you can't win it in the first pair, but you can lose it. So really knuckle down and you got to just try and stay in the game as long as possible. Give that last pair even 40, there's still a chance. A couple of back nets. So if you leave the last pair 60, you may as well pray for 4 or 5 sevens. So yeah, they've got to really just tough out and just keep that last pair winning with it. Victoria probably use up all their good bowlers early on to try and kill the game off, so it can get easier as it goes on that way as well. So yeah, in saying that, Victoria probably come out and try and hit this first pair really hard with their 4 best bowlers, and if they can keep them to 10 or less, then it's going to be really tough for the last 3 pairs coming in.
Yeah, it will indeed. It's going to be Noah Latimer and Ben DeCono opening for South Australia. DeCono 106 runs at 11.78. Latimer 155 runs at 17.22. So reasonably solid pair to open. If they can get somewhere around their averages, that'll be the start that South Australia need. But the pressure will build as the deeper the game goes. Looking forward to it unfolding, folks. Exciting run chase coming up. Do stay with us throughout this and the rest of the afternoon and evening. Plenty more indoor cricket action to come live from Casey Stadium here in Victoria. You can see lots of support in the stands. Some of the local support there.
I'm copping heaps.
And rightly so, Juddy. Josh Smith will open the bowling for Victoria.
Good bowler, really good bowler. So they're going hard straight away. Although he normally bowls a bit quicker, but after 2 weeks, maybe he's a little bit sore. He plays top grade men's Super League, so yeah, he's battle hardened.
He's got 2 deliveries right on the money to the left-handed Latimer to open the innings, and straight away South Australia are on 3rd ball. It's a chance at the top. Don't forget, folks, Justin Perkins is Victorian men's captain, so you hear a little bit of the barracking, that's why.
Can't help it.
Nah, we'll forgive that. We'll allow it.
It's hard watching. I get nervous watching. I'm nervous now.
Yeah. What's it like? I mean, you have been in some absolute pressure moments in games. It's easy for us on the sideline. We can sit here and be nervous. We've got absolutely no way to influence. What's it like out there for the players? That pressure.
When you're zoned in, I don't think you notice it too much. It's definitely harder watching. It's hard watching guys bat at the end. I think because you feel like you've got no control over it. Whereas when you're out there, you're controlling it yourself. So it gets loud and stuff, but you just don't. You're just in your little zone. You don't notice it that much.
Lakeside to finish the over. 7 runs from it in the end after that third ball to start. South Australia won't be disappointed with that. The run chase is underway, folks. Do you think you say that you can get in the zone and you don't notice that pressure? I think that in itself surely must be a skill, that ability to get in the zone and focus on on your game.
Yeah, maybe that's just me. Before I bat, get nervous, and then after watching other guys bat, I get nervous. I'm nervous now watching these boys bowl, defending this. So, but when you're out there, you kind of zone out a little bit, and it's hard. I've coached the other year. It's really hard work coaching. I'd rather play.
Oh yeah. I blame the fact that I'm now bald on 10 years of coaching juniors.
Yeah. But so these two bats they look pretty comfortable out there now. But if you look over at the guys on the sideline, they probably look more nervous before they coming into bat. So yeah, once you get out there, you that first ball is probably the main one. You hit that away and you're flying.
Denal Gamage is the bowler. Continues. Tucked away into the side net.
You hear Jeff saying to pitch it up. I think it's been even Josh's first over then, and the first couple here been a little bit short. Just not challenging that front foot. Although that was on the front foot and a very good shot. If you're going to bowl short, it's going to sit there and be downed up all day long.
Driven and into the back court for 4, and a big fist pump from Latimer. Gets the South Australian bench pumped. You mentioned they might be nervous watching this. Well, he's bringing them into the game.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't look too nervous after a 4, does he?
No. It'll be a chance at the top. The throw had to be on the money. It was not. They get through for 2. 11 runs from the over for South Australia. A big one for them.
Really good start.
Just driven through that gap. Lovely little shot. And there's that fist pump from Latimer.
Imagine if these two can get 35 or 40. They've done a really good job getting their team right in the game. Be interested to see what Jeff does here. He's at the back. I think he'll be a stronger bowler.
Always walking around with a clipboard is Jeff. He's got a little bit of intel on there. He's taking notes. Or
he loves it.
He loves it.
He loves his notes. So Nick Tyndall, one of the stronger bowlers again. So he's trying to buy a wicket here.
Oh, it's a good start. And look, I don't mind that move either. Attack hard, attack early. Try and take control of the game in the first 2 pairs. That's box seat.
Shot.
Great shot. Of course, the flip side to that approach is if South Australia are able to get through a lot of the strike bowlers for Victoria and score runs at the same time, that takes the pressure right off the last half of the innings.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. And these two are doing a very good job of that at the moment. They're not just getting through. They're putting on a bit of a clinic here. 22 after 2.5 overs.
Yeah.
Like they're realistically looking at 40 the way they're going.
Oh, it's a great ball. Plays
bowled
right.
him.
Oh, has he? I don't know about that.
Cooper's saying not out.
Yeah, the keeper is saying, that's good from him. That's great sportsmanship. I was surprised by the decision, and he saw Cooper stick almost immediately. So this is come off him.
He was appealing for stumped.
Yeah, and then he's saying, no, didn't bowl him. So the umpire said that's out bowled. Back live.
Don't know if Jeff would be too happy with that. Nah, he would have been. That's really good sportsmanship by Cooper.
Yeah, love to see that. It's third ball now.
Oh. Sorry.
No, look, I just...
How did that not get through?
yeah, unbelievable. They get away with it, South Australia. It's a massive over there. Really well bowled over. Just see that, missed the stumps, come off the keeper and knocked the bail off. Great vision. So the umpire, and I think...
Cooper's 6'7".
Yeah,
Can't see past him.
No, and the umpire said that's out bowled, which is why Cooper immediately reacted and said, well, no, that wasn't. So good result in the end, the right result. The Vic skipper bowling the 4th over now. Another big move from Victoria.
Yeah, and that was a great over by Nick. It's just swung a little bit of pressure back on these two bats now. Prath normally pretty reliable.
Through for 2. As he found the net, he has. That's clutch cricket from Noah Latimer. He's been banging him.
He's batted the house down now. He's been really good.
He's 14, and the last 9 of them have come from just 4 deliveries. Sorry, the last 11 of them have come from 4 deliveries. See a dot as the follow-up. Into position,
well
and
done.
straight to the fielder. That is sharp cricket, and that is exactly what Victoria needed. Great piece of fielding on the 3-line there.
Joshy Smith. Really good bit of work. And summed it up to throw to the right end as well.
Watch this, straight to hand and straight back. Great work, Victoria. That wicket hurts. These two were building a really nice score. Pegged them back. 2 to come. And then follows it up by beating Latimer, who's been batting the house down.
There's been a lot just missed the stumps this game, hasn't there?
A single to finish.
Great fight back.
A huge over for Victoria. 1 for 1 from it. Still 24 on the board for South Australia there. Might be slightly behind par, Juddy, but they are still in touch. As you said earlier, all they have to do, they've got to give that last pair a chance to win the game, take the game as deep as they can, and it's still game on.
Yeah, they were, what were they, 18 after 2, so it was a great fight back for the last 2 bowlers there, Nick and Prath.
Yeah.
That 1 wicket was key, and the pressure's right on these two. Spoke about momentum before going this pair. They would have been sitting there thinking we're cruising here, and then all of a sudden there's a wicket and a couple of good balls, and they're right on the pump from ball 1 here now.
Yeah, it'll be so I think the next 2 overs could make or break this game for South Australia. If they lose a wicket or 2, they're in deep, deep trouble. They've got Zach Gretsch coming into bowl, so they'll have to contend with that, Kyle Caddick, and the South Australian captain, Luke Szabo. Again, folks, it's sudden death cricket. It's all or nothing for these two sides. The run chase continues. In a position early, takes 2.
Do you have an update on the other court? There's a lot of noise coming.
Yeah, we can have a sticky beak. Looks like WA, they are in a strong position. They're 41 midway through the 7th over in pursuit of New South Wales 62. That'll be a boil over, as you said, Juddy.
Yeah, they haven't lost a game all week, and then to lose the major semi, bit of an upset.
Oh, there's an opportunity there for Stick. Interesting field we've got set here. Let's just have a look at that replay. He needed to get it. It's two on the legs, both very straight. The old up-down, straight out of the Cameron Walter playbook.
They're good, aren't they? 3.
Yeah, 3 in the scorebook.
Says on the score sheet 3, doesn't it?
That's it.
These live stream games are no good for this.
Yeah, that's right. Just cut that one out of the highlights.
Shot.
And well kept off the net.
8 off already, been a good start.
Full face. 2 runs. 10 runs from that over. It's a good one for South Australia. We talked about how important this next little period is for them. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they'd be nice and relaxed now after that. 10 off, perfect start. See what's up next. I think Jeff will bowl. Looks like he's bowling everyone once maybe, but they're all reasonably good bowls, I suppose. Cooper bowls big innies, so that might be a tactic against these two if they're looking to drive a bit more.
Here he is. Oh,
Oh,
left
how's
alone.
that?
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
that?
had to have a shout for that. Gee. So in indoor cricket, if you leave the ball alone, you expose yourself to an LBW. Tough to give that. Oh, what a shot that is. 3 runs to the South Australian skipper.
Why do you leave the first one?
Yeah, if you can do that.
Yeah.
Well, he had a look. Oh,
mix
no.
up.
Absolute. The call was no. It was loud and early, but Kyle Caddick didn't listen and he took off. And they've gifted Victoria a wicket. Have a look on the replay here. You won't hear it in the replay, but no was the call straight away and he was
Wide as
off.
well. Yeah, those kind of wickets hurt in a run chase like this.
Ken, they've got this really straight onside field. Down up 2. Talk to me about that tactic, Juddy, with the 3 that are really straight. They're obviously expecting full-blooded drives to come through that region.
I think the tactic would be to keep pitching the ball up, and we've got the protection
Well, there's
for
the
that
drive.
kind of shot
Yep.
when it's full. Obviously being short, they're just going to knock everything up in the top of the net, so they're pitching it up to try to create some chances, some bolds, some run-outs, and then having the protection there to protect the back net.
And it worked perfectly on that previous ball, and then again,
they've got 3 run-outs there. No, they've already got 2 run-outs there and probably saved 3 or 4 runs already. So it is working at the moment.
absolutely.
South Australia might be strong drive inside, so just have that protection.
Oh, there's
That's
that, the one he left alone, yeah.
The umpires get excited normally when that happens and give them out.
Oh, we had one in a game earlier today. If that wasn't out, then I'm not here. So 2 runs from that over.
Still 12 off 2 overs. They're going
Yeah.
okay. So, again, if these two can get 24, 25, pushing 30, they've done their job. They've kept their team in the game. So, Jess brought on a strike bowler now to put them right on the pump. But, yeah, they might like the pace on the ball as well, as some batters do.
Here's Alex Russell. Starts, well,
Ooh,
I was
that's a
going to
wide.
say leg side, but called fair. I think that caught some
That
chalk.
was a wide,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
We're going to have SA people on the comments soon. Shot.
Take 2. There was an opportunity there still to throw. It had to be on song.
Oh, shot.
And what's really interesting to me, Juddy, is the fact that they're setting that field for that reason, but South Australia aren't changing the game plan. They've lost a wicket or 2, as we've seen, but Zabo just saw the ball and hit it. He's not worried about the field, and there's a chance there. Oh,
Out, umpire. Oh. Yeah, no, and obviously that's the way they play. They're going to back themselves and if they can get it through, there's still value through the field for 3 or 4. And
Here's the replay. Let's take a look at this.
Umpire. Told you that was out.
Yeah, that was out. Oh, what a shot that is. What a quality bat Luke Szabo is. That is his 4th 3.
He's batting really well, isn't he? And then again, now they're back up to 21, 23. All of a sudden, the momentum's back in South Australia's camp. So big over this last one.
Certainly is. 23 on the board for the pair. They're staying in touch.
Umps are killing us. No, they're hard to give. That was pretty close. We'll owed a couple of wides, I think, so we'll call it square.
Yeah. And look, I think, if we talk...
2 wides batting, then one in the first ball there, so that's 6, and that's 5 there. So
here's the replay. You can see stump's broken. It's out.
Really close.
Yeah. Tough to see through all that traffic and, yeah.
Naked eye as well. That's slow motion.
That's right. Close. That's right. I mean, you cannot blame an umpire for giving that not out, but fact is it was out. 6 to come. The final over of the pair. It's Tyndall, and it's pushed through the gap. Another 3 runs to the South Australian captain. Pushes the score past 50.
So if we had video replays, a ball wouldn't have been bowled yet.
Yeah, true.
That's how long it takes. And that was, when was that? That was an over ago, so...
Well, I think, for mine, I think the process can just be sped up a lot. Like, you can see the production team from Sportscast, they're getting the replay there quite quickly.
Yeah.
So I think the slowness is probably from the third umpires who take forever to just look at the vision, you know.
Yeah.
Great bowling from Tyndall. They're on third ball. Huge moment. It's driven.
3 more.
3 runs.
Hit some 3s, these 2.
Sure have. They move the partnership to 29. 2 balls remaining. Just about halfway there. Straight to the fielder. Good early call of no. The correct call. Watchful cricket now. Finds the net to finish, does the South Australian captain. A quality partnership we've just seen. They lost a wicket in their second over, but fought back well to 31. And South Australia, they're above par here. They're on 55 runs, halfway through this run chase in pursuit of Victoria's 107. It's the sudden death minor semi-final in the under-18s division here at the Junior Indoor Cricket National Championships. From Cameron Walter alongside Justin Perkins, the Victorian men's captain. You're obviously in the Victorian camp, Juddy. How are you feeling right about now?
A bit of a let-off there, I think, that second pair. But they did bat really well after that run out. But yeah, as you said, bang on par here. Another 55 gets South Australia home by 3. So all the bowls are bowled 1 each, I think. So they haven't spent too much in getting to this stage. They've got their stronger bowlers still left to come.
And the other game taking place right now, folks, the major semi-final between New South Wales and Western Australia. New South Wales 62 and Western Australia were 58 after 2 pairs and 2.5 overs through the third pair, only on 59. So New South Wales hanging in there in that game. Another exciting finish we'll see there. We've got Veer Mehra and Jamison Payne at the court here on this court for South Australia. Josh Smith is the bowler.
Oh,
he's called through. Oh, the throw. Geez, some of these throws for Victoria just haven't been in the right spot, have they? Just releasing too quickly?
Just trying to make it happen, yeah, probably. Even that hit, it probably wouldn't have been out, I don't think. Just rushing it.
I'm just picky.
So they've opened up with Josh. Again, Josh, one of the better bowlers. So going the well here, Chief, to try and take a wicket early and create some pressure for this third pair.
Persisting with their straight onside field. Lets them down with a wide. Coach killers.
Yeah, the wides will start hurting now the closer they get.
It's good bowling. Watchful batting, though, from Jamison Payne. Exciting run chase we've got here for you, folks. A fascinating battle between South Australia and Victoria. And another wide.
Coach killer.
Yeah.
There's Jeff. He'd be pulling his hair out.
Prior to this over, Victoria only conceding 6 runs in extras through the innings, so they've been pretty tight. And they've added another 4. Moves across and hits it through that stacked straight onside field for 3.
Another 3. 8 off, line again. Good start. They're batting well, these boys. Maybe that was the game plan. They thought they could chase whatever Victoria got.
Yeah, well, as I said earlier, despite that sort of straight field, the fact that South Australia have been quite happy to play their shots through that area, and what's proving to be more effective when it's along the carpet. So the run-outs have come from shots that have hit down and up into hand height for fielders. So if they've learned, I don't know if it's just coming organically, but if they just hit the classical outdoor on drive, there's going to be runs there all day, I think.
Yeah.
10th over now, Cooper sticked. Starts with a wire, does Jamison Payne. The deeper this game goes, the more pressure is going to mount on both sides. We might start to see some of those unforced errors creep in for Victoria, but also things like that. A loose shot when they didn't need it, South Australia, and they've gifted Victoria a wicket.
That wasn't a great delivery either. Short and wide.
Yep.
And as you said, that's a gift.
No feed across there. Just threw the ball probably earlier than he wanted to be.
Just what Victoria needed.
Back live. Oh, and it's a leading edge 5. Again, the South Australia have been reading my playbook.
Was it a leading edge? That might have been off the face.
Too critical. I better check my
hit it
glasses.
to mid-on and went to mid-off.
But immediately
right
undoes
back.
the wicket.
Yeah.
Follows up with a wide. And look, he may not have necessarily been trying to hit it there, but I like the immediate counter-attack. Just saying, no, we're not going to have any of this pressure. Just a false start. That's a much better shot from Mirror, who, similar delivery 2 balls ago, hit that catch, or 3 balls ago. This time he opted to help himself to 2. Final ball of the over.
Dropped.
Put down. Sharp chance of fantastic effort from the Victorian captain, Pratham Rage, there on the 3 line. Take a look at this replay. You see he's front court fielder technically, so he's quite close. Gets down low, good balanced position, exactly where he needs to be, and it was just too low for him, and he spilled it.
Got his hands to it as well. He'd be upset with that.
Should have taken it, you'd think. Fielder of his calibre.
Was hit pretty hard, but yeah, he got both hands to it.
Good look at it. Just didn't stick. So South Australia get away with that one. They've moved the score to 69 with 2 overs remaining in this pair, 6 overs remaining in the match. The game and the tournament for these 2 sides is in the balance. Sal Wuthera, the bowler now for Victoria.
The one spinner in the game.
Starts well and puts them on 3rd ball.
Hasn't been many 3rd balls for the Vics. The South Australia boys had a lot of 3rd ball opportunities.
Gets a hand to it, so they keep it off
Oh,
the net.
it's
I tell
out,
you what.
yes!
I tell you what. Mirror's not happy.
That was out.
Yeah, look, out for mine, direct hit.
Looking through blue eyes here.
We didn't run straight for one. This would be a fascinating replay, folks.
It's a great bit of work by Josh to get the deflection as well and throw the stumps down.
Yeah, it's going to be out by a mile. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it just didn't take off. He was watching the shot And a huge wicket for Victoria. They needed that.
The spinner's coming into the game and done a really good job here. His first tournament he's ever played. I'm not even going to try and say his last name.
I'm going Salwuthera.
Tivy is his first name.
It's down up single.
That's a big moment in the game.
It really is. These two were cruising. Still well in touch, South Australia. Fascinating indoor cricket.
Will they back themselves, maybe come down the wicket here or something and try and hit the back net?
Leaves it alone. It's a leg side wide. Fascinating cricket on both courts, folks. The game between WA and New South Wales. New South Wales hanging in there. WA still 1 run behind with 19 balls remaining.
Oh, they are.
Top ball to finish the over, and it looks like, well, New South Wales have taken another wicket on the other court, so it's game on over there, folks. But stay with us. Our game's just as fascinating. 5 overs remain in the match and 41 runs required. So
have a look at what Victoria are on at this same stage.
64.
This pair gets kind of
74.
16 or something. 16, 17, 18. Pretty close to that last Skinner 33 would be what's required.
Look, anything 70 plus, like the total for at the end of this over, South Australia will feel like they're in the game.
Yeah, 38, yeah.
75 plus is just bonuses, right? Still will be a massive effort, but here's the Vic skipper. Just pushed through that field for 2.
The Vic skipper's on to take a wicket, I think. A wicket here would be huge.
Oh, it's
Bang,
driven
4.
and through to the back net for 4. Just another example. Put as many fielders as you like, says South Australia. Put them straight and on the onside. I'm going to hit it straight through them. 4 runs to mirror. They move to 73. Amazing indoor. Oh, and a wide. A wide. Critical runs for South Australia, and perhaps more importantly for them, an extra delivery. Through the hands of Salwuthera there in the front court. Another 2 to the total, still 3 to come. 77 on the board. Oh, there's an opportunity, had to go to hand. 2 runs.
Really good over this for South Australia.
Yeah, 12 from it so far, still 2 to come. It'll be a single. Move the score to 80. Final ball to the partnership. Can the Victorian captain produce something for his side when they so desperately need it? Here he is to Mera. Oh, gets the glove on the way through.
That was a wide if you can hit that.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a dot. And what a game we have unfolding for you here, ladies and gentlemen.
28.
In pursuit of Victoria's 107, South Australia find themselves on 80 with 1 batting partnership to come. 28 runs required for South Australia. And this will be an exciting finish, folks. I hope you can stick with us. It is the Under-18 Boys minor semi-final. Sudden death indoor cricket between Victoria and South Australia. It's game on, folks. If you've just joined us, I'm Cameron Walter alongside Justin Perkins. And, well, how about that other game as well, Juddy? New South Wales defending 62 so far. WA on 60. 2 overs to come. You'd think they'd be in the box seat, but New South Wales aren't going away.
Yeah, that's going to be a good finish as well.
Fantastic indoor cricket here, folks, live from Casey Stadium. Thanks so much for your company. Right around Australia. And Cole Butler and Owen Maney have the job for South Australia.
Who we got left to bowl? There's Alex, looks like he's open. I think Nick Tyndall's got one. Daniil's bowled out. No, Daniil's got one as well.
And Salwuthera, the spinner. Here's Russell. We're back underway. It's a great start for Kyle Butler. Helps himself to 2. You'd think to win this match, Victoria need probably 2 wickets.
He bowled really well with 1, but yeah, most likely 2, you'd say. Which hasn't been the trend of this game. There's only been probably 1 wicket most pairs.
Dots and singles become really important here for Victoria too. So desperation needed to keep it off the net. Tight bowling. Oh, it's a chance. They get through. They may not be feeling it, Juddy, but these 2 bats look pretty calm.
They do, actually.
Yeah.
I took note of that when they come on the court. They looked like they were in the zone ready to go.
Oh, what a ball that is. Russell can't believe it.
It's been a good over. What's one to go or 2 to go?
2 to go.
5 off. Need a couple of dots or a wicket.
Yeah, just singles at the moment. Keep some of that pressure on South Australia. Straight to the fielder. Good early call of no. And in the other game, WA will need 4 runs from the final over to beat New South Wales. Exciting finish that. So 3 overs to come here. 22 runs required from them. The pressure just mounts. How are the nerves, Juddy?
Oh, I'm struggling here. Yeah, it's getting tight.
How do you think Jeff would be feeling right about now? Coach Jeff Latham
He
from
looks
Victoria.
pretty relaxed, but he'd be starting to stress a bit. It's a pretty tough job coaching.
Yeah, I'm
There's not a
sure.
lot of love going around for the coaches. I'll throw some love out to them. It is a hard week. It's a long week. It's a hard week. And some of the boys, I'm sure, give him a hard time as well. So, spinner on. I think this is his first over was really good, Tivy. So, this could be the over. Something a bit different. I think South Australia looked like they lacked having a spinner as a change-up. We'll see what happens.
Here he is. Starts with a wide. It's got to be on the money, Salwudra. Almost played that onto the stumps around his legs. It's a dot ball, crucial dot ball in a fascinating final.
Oh, bold.
What a wicket for Victoria. He threw it right up there. I think, if anything, Cole Butler was too tentative and his castle's been knocked over. What a crucial wicket for Victoria. Check this out on the replay.
Just a little bit of drift off the leg.
What a delivery that is. There's 1. You think 1, maybe 2 is enough. Follows it up with a wide. Gee, that wicket has made it tough for South Australia. Still plenty of time.
2 big balls here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's out. No, yes. I don't know. That looked tight.
Sure did. Well, that's the 2 wickets that I said Victoria needed to win the game, and they've come off this Salwudra over. Here it is on the replay.
Oh, there's probably not a run there. Well done, Cooper. That's out by mile.
Oh,
it's hard to see from back here. That's really good bit of wicket keeping.
The appeal seemed late after the throw, so I thought maybe the bail had taken a while to come off, but great piece of work and a crucial wicket. Now South Australia, they got a mountain to climb, folks. Look it around
Great
for
over.
2.
Coaching masterclass, Jiffy, bringing the spinner on. He's got the fist pump going.
Huge over there from Salwudra. He finishes with figures of 3 for -6. An absolute clutch over with that ball there. Bowling Butler. And then some great work from Stick here behind the stumps. You see, he just follow.
That's the
Oh, that's the bowled one. Yeah, the other one, he comes off the back net.
He wasn't
You
far
see?
away, but he
Yep.
only had one stump to hit by the time he gets around.
Yep. Huge wicket. And now 26 runs required from 2 overs for South Australia. So there has to be some backcourt play here. Zach Gretsch is going to be the bowler.
They drop the field back, or another one back. Doesn't look like they're going to yet.
The offside field is, 3-line field is pretty deep. 2 is a chance. Oh, a direct hit, and it would have been game over. WA have won the major semi, folks. Gave themselves a scare in the back half of that game, but they've toppled the undefeated New South Wales. So New South Wales will take on the winner of this game in the prelim later this evening. Just one of plenty of awesome games coming up to finish today's play. Gretsch continues. There's 2.
Full in the head.
So coming up next, it's South Australia, New South Wales and the under-18 girls. Major semi-final in the prelim follows that in the 14 boys. And then the prelim from the 18 boys follows that game as well. Plus all of the games on the other court. Lots of fantastic indoor cricket action coming to you live from Casey Stadium. Do stick with us. And a blockbuster finish coming up here.
Spinners have bowled really well here.
Well, there's only 8 balls left and 22 runs required, so they need a big shot here, South Australia, to get back in touch. And he backs away and is nearly bowled.
Third ball.
A wicket here and it's all Victoria. Sudden death indoor cricket, the pressure mounts. What can Maney do?
Oh no, it's out. Well bowled.
And there it is, that wicket. I said they needed 2 and they've grabbed 3 and they are pumped, the Victorians. Those 2 overs from Tivi Salwudra and then from Zach Gretsch have turned this game on a dime and it's on its head. And Victoria, they are in the box seat, Juddy. South Australia need 27 runs now from
it's tough
the final
ask.
over.
Really tough ask. They're going to need a little bit of luck, maybe a couple of re-bowls and a couple planted on the back net. But you never know. Seen stranger things happen.
And they've got nothing to lose, Juddy.
No, that's right. Well, they've lost the game already now. They may as well have a crack at it.
And it's sudden death, so there's no tomorrows.
Right.
So
They put the field back as well, I think. Yeah, they have.
So got 4 men, including the bowler on the back court, and 2 right on the 3-line from the front court. It's Dinal Gamage to Butler. Starts with a 2.
Hold the ball. What does that leave?
26 from 5.
Yeah, they need 3 or 4 hitting the back net this over, aren't they,
Yep.
really?
And one of them's got to be right about now, you would think. And there it is.
Oh, it's got there.
Gets to the back net. There's 4 runs. They stay alive, South Australia. 21 runs required from 4 deliveries.
That was hit very hard.
Front court are all on the 3-line. The back court are all on the back net. Here's Gamage.
Oh, that would have gone through, I reckon, as
I
well.
reckon.
City's it would have been at least 3.
Yep. Single instead. So the non-striker really should be as wide as possible here. They should be right against the net.
Yeah, there's another fielder, essentially, isn't it?
Yep. It's up again and
It's
taken. That'll seal the deal for Victoria. Boy, are they pumped. It's going to be heartbreak for South Australia. This has been such a well-constructed run chase. It was only up until about, 16 balls ago they were in the box seat, Juddy, and Victoria have turned it around and done it in style. Aren't they pumped?
Yeah, they'll be loving it, the boys. They're up and about.
2 balls remain. It's a 3. And 1 ball now left in South Australia's tournament. He has a yak at it, and it'll be a single to finish. And there it is. Victoria have won this sudden death minor semi-final. It's heartbreak for South Australia, whose tournament ends For Victoria, they'll advance to today's preliminary final against New South Wales, who were toppled by WA in the major semi just a few moments ago. What a match we've seen. Any indoor cricket game that goes deep as this one has, Juddy, is exciting indoor cricket.
Yeah, really fun. That was a great game. Great game to watch. And yeah, unfortunately, someone's week has to end. So I'm glad it's not the VICs. As I said, I've done a bit of coaching with these boys. They'll be stoked. We've got a lot of new players. It's just good to be back playing indoor cricket.
Certainly is. So our commiserations to South Australia, whose tournament ends. Congratulations to Victoria, whose tournament continues. Do stay with us. Plenty more indoor cricket action to come live from Casey Stadium. But until then, Justin Perkins, thank you for your company.
No worries, thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen at home, thank you for yours. For Sportscast Australia and the rest of the team, I'm Cameron Walter. Thanks for watching.
That's a great piece of fielding.
Got him, U18. One for the leg spinner.
Leg stump finds a gap. Can he hit the stumps? Oh, I reckon he was out. That'll do.
Oh, that is an absolutely sensational piece of fielding from Claire Kosky at the back.
That's indoor cricket. Here he is. And there it is! He's entered the stats straight away.
Fraser McGurk cuts and he's away with a boundary. Nice start to his domestic 50-over career. Certainly in line with their hopes.
That's a great piece of fielding.
Got him, U18. One for the leg spinner.
Leg stump finds a gap. Can he hit the stumps? Oh, I reckon he was out. That'll do.
Oh, that is an absolute